Alright, boys and girls, today is Tuesday, and I'm looking at another edition of the New York Times Crossword. And Tuesdays are a little bit harder than Mondays, so I wonder if we can do it today. Let's just jump into it and hope for the best, I guess. Yes, we are ready to get started. The clock is running. Let's start with one across. The clue is a bit cracked. Not quite sure about that one yet. The clue for 5 across is perch for a mountain goat. Is it like the top of the mountain or something? This is an outpost for a mountain goat, so probably the top of something. Goats like to be on top of things. No, I can't take it right away anyways. Let's try for 9. Maker of the first mass-produced car with an all aluminium body. So it's 5 letters, so it's not Ford. If they asked for the first mass-produced plane with an all-aluminium body, I probably would know it. I think it's a Junker, but this one I don't know, I think. So let's try 14 instead, like an area that's off limits. So it's forbidden to go there. No, not sure about that one. And the next clue, 15 across, is an exciting Yahtzee roll. This is the game where you play with dice, and you roll dice from 1 to 6. I suppose if you get 2 ones, that would not be very exciting, but no, can't get it either. Now let's try 16. Image in a sonogram. Still too hard. Let's just keep moving and hope we get a break somewhere. This clue for 17 says 16-ounce sirloin that Shylock brought to the cookout. Okay, this is another Shakespeare reference. Is it the play called The Merchant in Venice or something? This is the character Shylock who, when his debtor couldn't pay his debts, he asked for a pound of flesh instead, I think. A pound of flesh or 1 pound of flesh. Actually, that fits very well. If we are lucky enough to get all these letters correct, then it will help us a lot. Actually, I'm curious if it's correct. Let's try to match it with some of the downward clues now. This one downward, the clue is voting no. Not quite sure. Then there's legend of pop music, so this is probably a very famous character like Bono. Let's just guess a little bit and hope that it goes through this time. 3, like wine and cheese typically. Not really sure. And 4, the clue is lure deceptively. Not quite. This one, it says rust chemically. Not sure about that one either. With 5 down, the clue is PC component. And I have a hunch that this could be CPU, which is the brain of the computer, I guess. Let's hope this leads somewhere. Now we go for 6 to choose someone out, maybe. So this is to yell at someone. Unless it's a very cryptic hint. 7, the clue says White House worker. Alright, this may be an aide. The assistant to some of the other guys, yeah. Let's hope that's right. Actually, let's try to pair it with the other ones here. 5 across, that was Perch for Mountain Goat again. No, I'm not sure yet, but hopefully 15 is doable. An unexciting Yahtzee roll. It could be a pair, I suppose, because isn't it like you throw with 5 or 6 dice or something? So if you just get one pair, it's a bit unexciting. Well, let's try 8. Capri has a blue one. Is it the Lagoon of Capri? But that doesn't fit very well. It's a cave or something that's very famous. That's blue there. How about 19? The clue for 19 down is a Madame across the Rhine. I guess this hints to they're sort of asking what is Madame in German, I suppose. In that case it would be Frau. So yeah, let's just bounce on and hope we are on the right track here. The clue for 9 down is things to get in order. Not yet. 10, the clue is bit of animation. So this could either mean a little part of an animated cartoon or something, but I suppose animation also means to be excited about something. Ending with L and 3 letters. I'm not sure yet. How about 11? Some 4 corners natives. This, I suppose, references... I suppose it references to this place in the USA where there are 4 states meeting at one point. Somewhere like in Colorado or Utah or something. And maybe natives refers to the term for the inhabitants of one of those 3 states. So theoretically it could be Utes if people from Utah are called Utes. So I guess we're looking for something like this. It's a bit too weak to write down yet. Let's try something else. Fraternity activity. No. But this one, like a fireplace the morning after, say, I suppose it could be ashy. After everything is burned down, the fireplace would be ashy. And again, let's try to pair it right away with something else. 22 across, the clue is reluctant to make eye contact, maybe, which fits with shy. And once more this, a fraternity activity. It could be something called a bash, I guess, which is sort of a party, some festivities of some sort, right? Let's hope it's right. 11 again, some 4 coordinates, with this one. Maker of the first mass-produced car with an all aluminium, I think. That's the way I say it, but this is American, so they say it a bit different. Aluminium, I thought it was. Anyway, what could it be now? Ending with, I'm not quite sure about the B, but it should probably end with an A. No, it's still too hard. Let's go a bit further down and see what we can do. 23, 3 on a sundial. A sundial, is that like a watch where the shadow shows what time it is or something? And is it simply like this? So they show the number 3 by 3 eyes like this. Could be. Let's again try to fit it with this one. Rust, the chemical term for rust. Could it be oxide? Because rust, the term for rust is something oxide, isn't it? And how does that X fit in anyway? Dow Jones, for example, is an index, so I like it, but we have to remove Mr. Bono for now. But index fits very well here, right? And now let's go for the corner. Voting no. To veto. It's a bit strange with those vowels there. Legend of pop music. Like wine and cheese, typically. Something is little bit strange here. Okay, let's go somewhere else for now. This one, the clue is end part. Not sure. The clue for 27 is Mark Antony's request to the farmer when he realized he didn't have enough corn for the cookout, question mark. I'm not going to try it yet. Maybe it's doable later. This one, brain test in brief. Could it be an MRI or something? You're scanning, using this machine to scan your brain at the doctor's office. Why not? Let's hope. And let's try to match it right away, because this one is hard. It's very hard today, so let's try to use the clues that we get along the way. Pairing it with 34 down, where the clue is Old Isle of Exile. Right. It could be Mr. Napoleon Bonaparte was exiled to some islands in his day. Saint Helena was the last one, but before that it was Elba. And it crashes a little bit with my guess for 34 across. Let's pretend Elba is correct and try to pair it again. 37, fat in some pie crusts. It could be lard, but I'm not quite sure. Actually, that fits, because this clue, the Roald who wrote the BFG, is Mr. Roald Dahl, who is actually from Norway originally. At least his parents were, and he wrote The Big Friendly Giant and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and a lot of other stuff. And in this case we are trusting Elba and lard and Dahl and erasing our first hunch there. Let's go this one, a toast essentially. So it could mean to toast someone at a wedding or something, or a toast as in the bread you toast for breakfast. Toast for breakfast. But I'm not sure how it fits with the B and the A here yet. Let's go somewhere else. A weapon with 2 accents in its name. Is it something like this? I forgot if this is the exact word, but it's something like this, which is used for an Olympic event of fencing, so it might be right actually. If this clue handfuls for babysitters fits with imps, which I suppose is naughty children, that's synonym for naughty children, so maybe we're onto something here after all. This one, fish with no pelvic fins. This could be an eel, because the eel is a fish and I don't think it has fins. So let's roll with it. 30, the first Nobel laureate from Ireland. This is the Nobel Prize for Literature, I suppose. Anyway, it fits with an Irishman that won the Nobel Prize in Literature, I think, which is Mr. Yeats. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the early 1920s, I think. It fits very well. How about this one now? The opposite of tautness. I suppose taut, it's the opposite of something that's slack. Let's try. This one, barracks item. No. This one, department store eponym. No. A slang for a jerk. No. And this one, quarterback. It's something from American football, and I'm not very good at that, so let's look for this instead. The clue for 42 across is we, which is, I suppose, it's a synonym for something very small. So it could be tiny, I guess. Let's again try to match it with something. This one, for example, something terrier. It fits with the Skye Terrier, which is a brand of dog, a race of dog. And this, Aretha Franklin's genre. Well, this is was a soul musician. but that's the wrong number of letters anyway, so it can't be so. Maybe the N is wrong anyways. Let's try this. Things that rhythm lacks. And not, when they put a question mark at the end, it could be something very cryptic also. Let's try to get to the bottom of this. This one, laudatory poem. This should be an ode, I suppose. And 48, cry from Hamlet when he spotted his favorite spice mix at the cookout. These clues are something else. Let's try something easier so far. Maybe we'll struggle getting the whole thing today, but anyways, let's see. Let's have a quick look at the clock. 21 minutes already. 52, alternative to Levi's. Levi's. This is a brand of jeans or pants, I suppose. Something and Perrins sauce brand. No. How adorable. No, I'm struggling today. 57, things guitarists and prospectors both use. No, not really. And 60, the currency of Serbia. It doesn't fit with euros anyway, so it can't be euros. So I suppose they are still using the old dinars. I hope that's right. Let's try again to match it. For example, this with this one, English city north of Sheffield. It feels like it could very well be Leeds, because I think that's in the right area. So let's try. And this one, a Las Vegas player. He's a gambler. He might play one-armed bandits. He might play the slots. He might play poker. But how about this one? Word often followed by a colon. This is a colon. Starting with N. Not yet. 62. Either of the two wives of King Henry VIII. This was one of the kings in England, maybe in the 16th century or something. And he had about 6 wives or something, and 2 of them were called Anne, I think. 63 down. It was Anne Boleyn and Anne of Cleves, I think. They were the 2 Annes. 63 down. To show literacy would be to read, I guess. Let's try to fix this corner. Some Donna of old TV. Donna Reed. Is that some name that fits? How about this one? 69. The tallest volcano in Europe. That would probably be Etna, which is on Sicily, I think, in Italy. And it fits because the 2 last letters were NA there. Okay, and this one actually. Lady Macbeth's declaration upon checking the stakes at the cookout. out. These clues, they really floor me. Hopefully they're a little bit better to solve later, but it could end with done, because if the stakes are right, they are done, maybe. How does this D fit? Okay, we're guessing very light again, but let's try. This one, the clue is flood embankment. It's not like a levee or something. Actually, that fits. Let's hope that fits also with something else. Leatherworking implements. Is this a tool? It ends with S probably. Is this some kind of tools that you use when you are doing leatherworking? Awls or something. Is this something that you use to make holes in leathers? In this case, how adorable. The answer could be ah. This crazy clue. What does Lady Macbeth has to do with anything? It could start with when and something something and then end with done. Let's have a look at 56 here. Sandcastle Destroyer. Wait a second, this should be a wave probably. And that also fits with this clue, because how adorable could be oh, either like this or maybe it's another W like this. And in this case, this word could be start with what instead of when. And then this, that was close, would be view, or however you pronounce this word. Few, right? And then adjective for Caroline would fit with sweet. This little clue here, casual shirt, is a T because it's a t-shirt, so seems like we got this corner anyhow. Let's try 68. Genuine. It could simply be real. Let's match right away with something. Something bite. Member of an elite team. Patella's place. Alright, this is actually the Latin term for the kneecap. So it's located on the knee. So this fits. Let's try 71. A William who took a bow. Right, this is they're sort of misleading you with this clue, but I'm pretty sure they're referring to Wilhelm Tell, who shot arrows with his bow. And in English he's William Tell, and in German or Swiss or something he was Wilhelm Tell. So some progress is made here. We are very soon passing 30 minutes. I think I'll try about 20 minutes more and then look to end it, but maybe we can even finish it correctly today. 66 down. I'll bite fits, I guess. This is a spoken term. I'll bite. How about this one now? Word often followed by colon. It's a single word. No. Oh, right, it's note. Actually, my hunch with Donna Reed is probably right, because it fits with note. Note, colon, something, yeah. And the Las Vegas player, it's logical that it should end with ER, I guess. Slider, rider, no. Armed guard, perhaps. Actually, did we try all the downward clues at all yet? Let's... let's have a look here, because this one we didn't look at yet. 1960s counterculture guru Timothy. I forgot what he's famous for, but I think his name is Timothy Leary. And now a snowy bird, snowy in quotation marks. EEG is probably the brain test, right? And this bird species, I'm usually very good with animals. Is it something called the snowy egret? This is a wading bird. Not quite sure if you have it in Europe, but I think at least you have it in America. A toast is essentially a bread, right? And now this one, we are getting somewhere. Mark Anthony's request to the farmer when he realized he didn't have enough corn for the cookout. Lend me your... It's very cryptic to me why these characters are appearing in the clues, but it will probably not be clear until I see the answer there. What were we looking at now? Downward clues, I guess. Capri has a blue one. Oh, it's grotto. And now perch for a mountain goat. Is it a crag? Is it something called a crag? Right, there's some clues that we didn't even look at yet, so let's try this clue. One less than penta. This is the number 5 in Latin or Greek, I guess. And the number 4 is tetra, so... And it fits because to yell at someone or something is to rant. It's, yeah. And now, things to get in order would be affairs. And now this one, maker of the first mass-produced car with an all-aluminium body. Not quite sure yet. Image in a sonogram and sonogram. It's hard this way. Let's look for something easier. The end part is a tail of something, yeah. And springtime. Is it something Lent? It's a period something somewhere in the springtime, right? Before the fast or something. Could be correct. And now we got an N here. Okay, I got it. Lend me your ears. Right. Because a unit for corn is an ear of corn. So he said, lend me your ears. Could it be a quote from Shakespeare? That could be the clue. It's a line from Mark Antony in a Shakespeare play or something. Lend me your ears. And they make it into this very tricky clue here. Let's see. Did that help us? Aretha Franklin's genre. Am I just blind to the answer here? How about 31? Things that rhythm lacks. Still, it's very hard. Barracks item. And department store eponym. But this one, a slang for a jerk is a tool. I suppose that's right. Barracks item. Well, all right. If these are all quotes from plays, one Shakespeare quote from Hamlet, I think, is "I there's the rub." He has this long monologue, and it sort of ends with "I there's the rub." Wow. A Las Vegas player, it could be a raider, so they're referring to some professional American sports team instead of gambling. So I suppose Las Vegas Raiders, it's a sports team of some sort, I hope. But here we have a problem because I don't recognize this sauce brand name, something and parents. And the downward clue, department store eponym. Not exactly sure what they're asking for anyways. So we'll just have to guess a letter. It could be an L or something. I'll leave it blank so far. This one, armed guard perhaps. An escort. And 49, actress Tara. Is there someone called Tara Reid? And this one looks doable now. Lady Macbeth's declaration upon checking the stakes at the cookout. What's done is done. So this is her real line from the play Macbeth, I guess, and you're turning it into a wordplay on something. Yeah. Let's try to finish everything here. This one, recessed as ice. Well, how about this one? But this one, member of an elite team, is a SEAL, because the Navy SEALs are an elite unit in the American Marines or something. And the things that both guitarists and prospectors use. Is it licks? A lick is a riff on the guitar, I guess. I don't know why it connects to prospectors. There's still some difficult holes here. I wonder if I can ever get those right. So I guess it's only hard parts left, right? This strange clue. There's a pattern here. If I put the letter E here, there will only be vowels in alphabetical order. A, E, I, O, U. It lacks the Y. Oh yeah, okay. Finally I got Aretha Franklin clue. It's R&B, rhythm and blues. And the quarterback sneak, I have no idea what that term means, but it's only the letter E that fits in this this square here, so let's hope we did that one. Once more from the top. A bit cracked. Or like an area that's off limits. Or to lure deceptively. Oh, okay, well, is it to rope in? Is that the term? Is that the term for lure deceptively? And like wine and cheese typically. It's probably not iced. And legend of pop music. Manfred Mann. Well, actually this way, the area that's off limits is a no-go zone. Good fit, maybe. And in this case, wine and cheese can be aged. They become better with age. It's some very sticky problems that's hard to solve here yet. Let's try. This clue is voting no. And this second clue is a legend of pop music. Unfortunately, it's not Elton John, because it's not spelled like this. I'm struggling there. How about this right side? A car maker. Or it could be a person's name, of course. No. Maybe this fraternity activity is wrong actually. Images. Okay, a sonogram. It could be a flash. No, actually, it's not an H at the end there. I don't think we'll quite get there today. I suppose this could be correct on a very good day. If you call people from Utah Utes, I think Utah is one of the states which borders the Four Corners point in the US. And is the Acura, is that actually a car brand? I thought they were asking for something from 100 years back, but this is a rather modern brand of car, I guess. A fraternity activity? Could it be a rash? Actually, an image in a sonogram could be a fetus. It's when you look at the babies through that machine. Okay, it suddenly fell into place, didn't it? A bit of animation, a cell. I'm not sure why that is correct, but seems like it fits, right? And now there's two very tricky letters down here. This one. Department store eponym. An eponym, is that like something that's being owned by something? Could mean that it ends with an S. So C and Perrins could be a sauce brand. Lee and Perrins. Let's gamble that it's an S. And now for this tricky ones. The alternative to Levi's. Is it pants or is it sunglasses or what is it actually? All the other words are correct. Or all the other letters should be correct here. And recessed as eyes. Deep set, aha. If your eyes are a bit back in your skull, they are deep set. And this one turned out to be picks, because this is the plecter, the little plastic thing that guitarists use to play on their strings, and prospectors picks, that's probably a term, yeah. And then lease, I have no idea why that's correct, but it looks like a word anyways, which means we are stuck in this first corner here. Okay, I have a hunch here. Voting no, it could be anti. Maybe. And now a bit cracked. It wasn't something that was broken. It's like a drawer that's cracked open. You can have a drawer that's ajar. So it's Elton John after all. Let's try the H here and see. Maybe we're very lucky here. No. But I feel like this is very close. The pound of flesh, that feels correct. Maybe this one could be right. We did it. Wow, that was hard. That was very hard today, but we did it. We got through everything in just shy of 52 minutes, and the final little puzzle was this L. So it seems it's something that's called the Lee and Perrins sauce brand, and something is called Call, meaning department store eponym. Well, we have to be happy about that. It was just the right amount level of trickiness today. So I wonder if sometime we can do a Wednesday too. Another idea is to collaborate with another person who's a little bit more clever than me. So maybe if you have a crack at some of the harder ones, like a Thursday or Friday puzzle or something, then we could enlist some help. But for now, let's enjoy this very nicely looking archive, which tells us that we have 2 corrects in a row, same as last week actually. We did Monday's correct yesterday and the Tuesday correct today. So let's see. Maybe we will have a try at some even harder ones later, with or without some help. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.